Hi, my name is AJ Cole, and I'm the punter for the Las Vegas Raiders, and you are now watching Spotlight Raiders Talk.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing, everybody? How y'all doing? And y'all know who it is, man. It's Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. And I am happy to be doing these shows with you more often because there's a lot of things that we definitely have to talk about here over here at Spotlight Raiders Talk. Good morning, Dominique Five. Good morning to the Raider Nation. Good morning to everybody. And we up here early in the morning watching, this early football game in London between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos, which is at halftime right now, 10-7 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. If anybody in the chat that do want to come up on here and talk football with me, just let me know. I will send you the link, and we could just come up here and talk football with me. But it's a few things I want to get into before we get into the Week 8 picks, especially talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. I already knew that Waller was out. I'm not surprised by that. That's why I did not put him in my fantasy lineup at this point. So basically, yeah. I did not do that. I did not put him in my lineup on fantasy. I'm thinking about dropping him because he does not do nothing for me in fantasy. But I want to address a few things before I get into this show. I wanted to thank everyone for here still supporting me through the rough week that I had. I don't know if y'all saw it on Twitter or Instagram, anything of that nature. Matthew Lincoln, good morning, brother. Adams is playing. Yes, I do know that. I do know that Adams is playing. I do know that. But I just wanted to address a few things before I start this show because this is only going to be an hour and a half show because I know at 1 o'clock I'm going to be back on here to do the play-by-play and reactions of the Raiders and the Saints. So I don't want to hold y'all up too long. So I wanted to get some things off my chest and get back to football. So for a lot of people that don't know, if you do know, I understand. For a lot of people you don't know that the Spotlight Sports Network is no longer a Spotlight Sports Network. It's no longer a network on YouTube, as it say. The network is still a LLC. It's still a business model. It's just no longer on YouTube. Everybody decided to part their separate ways due to a lot of things. And when you go into business and sports and try to put your friends on to something, things just does not happen the way it's supposed to happen. And people's going to try to throw your name out there. They're going to try to put dirt on your name. They're going to try to do anything to bring you down because of people making money on in this industry. When money gets involved, that's where things get problems. And people forgot, especially me, people forgot what it's like to do YouTube on your own. That's my personal opinion on it. People forgot to do YouTube on their own. And this is how I started out. I started out on my own. And do I regret opening the Spotlight Sports Network? No. But is it a lesson learned? Yes. It's definitely a lesson learned. And everybody that parted ways, I wish them the best on their endeavors. I have nothing against I don't have nothing against nobody. I am at peace with the Spotlight Sports Network no longer being here. And I'm protecting my peace, and I protected a brand that I was protecting. Some businesses is not always good business for you. And I've learned to know that this channel right here, Spotlight Raiders Talk, is the best channel that I have. I have the best supporters on this channel. Even if I don't know y'all personally or not, I thank y'all for supporting me through the rough times with anyone. Because like I said, I don't have beef with nobody on YouTube. I have no beef with nobody in the sportscasting industry. I have no beef with it. And I appreciate everybody growing on YouTube. Everybody that was a part of the Spotlight Sports Network that left and did everything. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate all y'all. But at the end of the day, some things just have to come to an end, and I have to come to peace with. And coming to peace with me is doing this channel. This is the channel that I got the most passionate fans in the world and the best passionate people in the world. And that's y'all. That's y'all. Because I'm not going to come on here and tell the whole situation about what happened with Spotlight Sports Network, but I am at peace with Spotlight Sports Network no longer being here. I am at peace. I am in a positive mindset. And probably some things I did say on Twitter earlier in the week, and there's probably some things that I did earlier in this week. Yes, I was wrong for saying. I admit to that because I'm a man. I'm a man of my word. But at the end of the day, I was here to protect what brand was mine, and now it's no longer a Spotlight Sports Network. I just don't run to an opportunity if I know that opportunity is not right for me. So, best endeavors to everybody in whatever they're doing that was a part of the Spotlight Sports Network. I hope that y'all grow. I hope that y'all do what's best for y'all. And I hope that everybody can be monetized and grow on this channel. Because I don't pray on nobody's downfall. And I'm really not. That's one thing about it. I don't pray on nobody's downfall. Everybody, former Spotlight Sports Network members, that was current Spotlight Sports Network members, thank you. Because I'm very humble. Very, very humble. But I wanted to get that off my chest because at the end of the day, it's people going live that address stuff about me. And you know what? I'm just going to ignore it at the end of the day. Because I'm going to protect my peace because I know how hot-headed I can be. And I'm not going to let nobody dictate or validate me to being a good person. But thank y'all for listening to that. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I was in good spirits and I was in positive spirits when I do stuff like this. So I'm in positive spirits. This is the only channel that I'll be focusing on. That other channel, if you want to unsubscribe to it, go ahead. It's just going to sit there. But this is the channel that I'm going to be focusing on right now. And we're going to get to the Waller situation. We are going to talk about it. We're going to get to the Waller situation. And I'm not going to really have too much talk about Darren Waller because I already knew this was going to happen. But I do want to get into the picks. I do want to get into the picks because, like I said, this is only an hour and a half show, probably an hour show. I hope you had a good week. Looking forward to a great broadcast this afternoon. Absolutely, Stowe. Absolutely, Stowe. Stowe, make sure you share this out into the Raider groups if you can. Ignore them, sir. Spotlight Raiders Talk. I know we all do epic things over these few months soon. Facts. There's going to be a lot of changes coming. Not a lot of changes, but a lot of different ways I'm addressing the Spotlight Raiders Talk channel. And this is the way I'm going to do it, especially an NFL Week 8 morning show with my personal picks and predictions. And we're going to talk about the Raiders playing the New Orleans Saints at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let me just share the screen real quick. Let me just share the screen real quick. And y'all already see that I picked the Baltimore Ravens over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Thursday night. Y'all seen that? And I knew the Baltimore Ravens was going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because Buccaneers is just not a good football team at this point. They're injury prone at this point. They can't win. They can't win right now with no offensive line. The receivers are not clicking with Tom Brady. In this defense, they just lost Shaq Barrett for the rest of the year. So losing Shaq Barrett, that really hurt. That really hurt. So I did pick the Baltimore Ravens in this game. Unfortunately, I was not able to pick because it was 9:30 a.m. and I didn't get a chance to. But I did pick. I did pick when I did pick the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Denver Broncos. The Donkeys is trash. I'm going to pick against them any day, anytime. That's just me. I'm just going to pick against them any day, anytime. So yeah, I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars here, and I have it down on paper. The next game that I have is I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons to win this game over the Carolina Panthers. I'm taking them to beat the Carolina Panthers. Former Raider Marcus Mariota, he's having an okay year. You know what? He's having an okay year. And I'm not mad that he's having an okay year, even though they're 3-4. There's a lot of debacle going on in Carolina right now. And PJ Walker is a good quarterback, but I don't know if he can keep this up. They do got one of the top corners in the league in the Falcons. They're going to AJ Terrell. He just doesn't get a lot of respect because of the fact that the Falcons are 3-4. Waller is out. Hamstring is tricky thing. You running good on the next morning. You can't. I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe about a hamstring or not because he looks fine when he's out with his girlfriend. So I don't know. I mean, he's been having issues with his hamstring since last year. I mean, I know about hamstrings and I know about injuries, but at the end of the day, that's what happens. That's what happens. So yeah, I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons here over the Carolina Panthers. I mean, even though Baker Mayfield probably won't get the start today, but I do like the Atlanta Falcons in this game. Chicago Bears versus the Dallas Cowboys. Even though I hate the Dallas Cowboys, but I don't like the Bears either. And I am going to pick the Dallas Cowboys to beat bro. I had a hammy when I played basketball. I had a hammy when I played football too. It's not something that you get over, but it's been it just seems since last year. Everybody had a hamstring injury. But I know some players right now that's playing through it. And Waller, it took you a month to let it get right, but Waller been dealing with this injury since last year, since the Cincinnati Bengals game. So even he's been dealing with this since last year. So, I mean, if he's out, he's out. He's not in my fantasy lineup. So it is what it is. I'm not going to keep addressing Waller. I'm just not. I'm not going to keep addressing it. It is what it is with him. If he plays, he plays. If he don't, he don't. That's just where I'm at with it. But yeah, I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys over the Chicago Bears. Dallas Cowboys is just a better football team than Chicago. Chicago traded Robert Quinn to the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're falling apart too. I don't think the Bears have a chance in this game. And this is why I drafted Kelsey. Well, crazy thing is I drafted Mike Gesicki, but I drafted Mike Gesicki, bro. So I mean, that was my backup tight end to Waller because that was the best available at the time. So unfortunately, but right now I think Dallas Cowboys are a better football team than Chicago. Justin Fields doesn't have an offensive line. This front seven is going to get to him, and I like Dallas in this game. So we got the Miami Dolphins versus the Detroit Lions. I am taking the Miami Dolphins here. That Detroit Lions defense is not that great. The fact that Carr only has 4 picks this year is absolutely crazy. Yes, that is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely. It really is. It really is. But we're going to get into that once I get through these picks and predictions. We definitely going to talk about that, with Derek Carr and the Saints and everything of that nature. So yeah, I'm picking the Miami Dolphins over, as long as Adams play, we're good. Yeah. Of course, they said he's expected to play. They said that he's expected to play. So, not unfortunately, but that's good that he plays because it's an illness. It's not a real true injury. So that's a good sign. He said he's been feeling better later on in the week. So that's a good thing. But I picked the Miami Dolphins due to the fact that the Lions are dead last in defense. They're worse than us. They're dead last in defense, but they was the number 1 scoring offense for the last couple of weeks, and they just can't finish games. Defense is just not great over there for the Detroit Lions. Do I think this is going to be a walk in the park? No, but I think Miami takes the win here. I picked the Minnesota Vikings over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Arizona Cardinals said AJ Green did not play a snap all last week. I think that doesn't make a difference, even though DeAndre Hopkins is back. I still don't think this makes a difference. I think the Minnesota Vikings are running the NFC North at this time. And I like what Kirk Cousins and this team is doing, even though they got Justin Jefferson, they got Adam Thielen, they got Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs, one of the best running backs in the league. So yeah, I just like the complete team over in Minnesota. Do I have in Arizona? Now let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. And y'all know I'm picking the Las Vegas Raiders, y'all. Y'all know I'm picking the Las Vegas Raiders over the New Orleans Saints. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not going when don't get me wrong, Andy Dalton, I did some research on this. I did some research on this because they said Andy Dalton is 3-0 against the Las Vegas Raiders in his career, which is absolutely fine. He is 3-0 against us. That's great. But this is a totally different team than Andy Dalton played in the last 3 times he played us. Yes, I understand they have Alvin Kamara. Yes, I understand they have Chris Olave. Yes, I understand they have Traquan Smith and Marquez Holloway and these guys. But we have Devontae Adams. We have Hunter Renfrow. We have Mac Hollins. We have weapons too. So we just can't overlook our weapons because they have weapons. Yes, I understand they got a good defense. You know, I don't know if Marshawn Lattimore is playing this game. Tyrann Mathieu has not been his best on the defensive side. And the last time we played them, we beat them in New Orleans in 2016. We beat them in New Orleans in 2016. So, yes, I have my Las Vegas Raiders winning because of the fact that I think we can run the football. And it's going to be challenging because the Saints have a good run defense. The Saints have a great run defense. But I think our offensive line is built to run the football. Lattimore's not playing. What's going on, Mo Green? What's going on? Yeah, Lattimore's not playing, so that's even better. So who are you going to put on Devontae Adams? Tyrann Mathieu? Probably not. I don't know where these corners are at for the Saints. So it's going to be the best of running backs who has the matchup with the receivers in the corners. Thomas Lattimore and Landry is Javaris Landry is out. The Saints couldn't beat us with Kamara and Thomas and Drew Brees. That's a fact. And I was getting to that, Watts Raider. I was definitely getting to that. And 71% on ESPN says that they picking the Raiders to beat us. Lattimore is out. Yep, he's out. And I like our chances. I really like our chances. A lot of people is not giving us a chance because of that 3-0 stat Andy Dalton has and the receivers that they have. So what? Our defense is a bend but don't break. We are a bend but don't break. If we get out to a fast start and we keep a steady pace during the game, then we'll be absolutely fine. We'll be absolutely fine. And I like that my Raiders is always coming in as an underdog these days, even though our record says that we 2-4. But we're a better team. We're better than 2-4. We are. And I think we're coming around the corner, learning how to win games and how to win games the way we're supposed to win games. And that's what Josh Jacobs running the football. That is our identity. Our identity is to run the football to set up for the play action. Gregor John, good morning. Good morning, Gregor John. Good morning. And I think that this game, I got us winning 30-20. 30-20. I think Max Crosby can have 2 sacks. I think Chandler Jones is still gonna be impactful. And people like to say stuff about Chandler Jones, right? Chandler Jones is not getting the sacks. He's getting paid too much money. He's doing this. He's doing that. But you have to look at the film. The film doesn't lie that he's double teamed and he can stop the run. Yes, Max Crosby has a high motor. But like I said earlier in the week, is that Patrick Graham got to be a little bit more creative with Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. You're going to have to mix them up a little bit, switch sides, have them on the same side, do stunts with the D tackles. You got to be a little bit more creative on the defensive line. Everything is just not a bull rush. So, Yeah, the Saints are 2-5. How they're supposed to beat us with Andy Dalton? Because they talk about that one stat. They talk about that one record of Andy Dalton of him being 3-0 against us. That's why they saying that. And I think that's not factual at all. So what that he's 3-0 against us? That doesn't mean he's going to beat us today. He's helping the defense by doing his job, and that's what we don't understand. Yes, exactly. Exactly. He's helping the defense. He is Matthew Lincoln. He's helping the defense by doing his job. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Hey, Dave S., we already know, brother. We already know that Waller is out, brother. We already know that Waller is out, man. I wasn't surprised. That's why I didn't have him in my I had not have him in my lineup. I didn't have that man in my lineup in my fantasy because I knew he was going to be out. Already had him on the bench. I already had him on the bench. But the Las Vegas Raiders is going to win this game. We gotta run the football effectively, keep Derek Carr protected, and we're gonna have our offense. Sorry about that. No, it's fine, Dave S. Dave S. Dave S. Absolutely. Yes, I will be doing play-by-play today. Yes, I will be doing play-by-play today later on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, I'll be doing play-by-play today. Oh, sorry about that. Then no, you good, Dave S. You good, my guy. So Mo Green said the Saints play very competitive despite being 2-5. And the same with the Raiders. The team match up perfectly. This could be a game that Carrs goes for 250 and 3 TDs. I think he gets 300. I think Derek Carr gets 300 yards passing this game. If his offensive line can hold up, and if he doesn't make ill-advised throws, because sometimes Derek Carr is good for that. He is good for ill-advised throws. And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, if Josh Jacobs could keep this offense balanced, which he has been, if you look at the last 3 to 4 games, over 100 yards rushing, averaging almost 5 yards a carry, he's a tough runner. He's a tough runner, and I respect that. Fingers crossed that the Raiders play a complete game and get the W. It's hard to play a complete game in the NFL. That's what we asking. That's what we asking. So let's just say we overpaid him at his age and the ability at this point. He's a run-stopping DE at this point in his career. Thank you, Watts Raider. That's a known fact. That's a known fact that he is he's not a pass rusher like he was. He was with the New England Patriots. He's not the same pass rusher where he was with the Arizona Cardinals. And people got to understand, a defensive end is not just pass rushing. You feel me? They're not just, most defensive ends, they got to learn how to run and defend. I mean, how to run. I'm sorry, not run and defend, meaning they have to pass rush and learn how to stop the run. They got to be a part of the run. So, yeah, I agree with you there 100%, Watts Raider. I agree with you there 100%. Raiders are failing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to Tennessee. Shout out to the Tennessee Volunteers, man. We got that win last night over Kentucky. We play Georgia next week, and we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be great. And I'm loving this right now. And I can't wait for the college football playoff rankings coming out. It's gonna be fun to watch. It's really gonna be fun to watch. Matthew Lincoln said, "Why does our secondary makes horrible quarterbacks look great? What is that? I don't understand." Nate Hobbs ain't there. Nate Hobbs is there. Nate Hobbs ain't there. And we just got to play better defense. We just got to play better defense. And we can't let Andy Dalton do what Davis Mills did to us last week. We just can't have that happen. We just can't have that happen. It is what it is. But like I said, I am picking the Las Vegas Raiders to beat the New Orleans Saints here. Gregor John said 38. Watts Raider, you funny as hell, man. Saying Tennessee is nice, but the Tennessee QB is nice, but Kentucky QB is another Tim Couch. I don't know why they praise that man so much. That man's a scrub. That man's a scrub. Will Levis is not a good quarterback, man. He's just not a good quarterback at the end of the day. So yeah, I picked the Las Vegas Raiders to win this game. It's going to be 30-20, but Gregor John said 38-20. We might put up almost 40 points on them. Okay, I take that. I'll take that. I'm not mad at that at all. The next game I have is the AFC East matchup here. And I have the New York Jets winning this game over the New England Patriots. Even though the guy Zappy is really good. But let me answer this question real quick. Question: do Josh Jacobs get over 100 yards in this game? I think so. I think our offensive line is built to run the ball. Our offensive line is built to run the ball. If you look at what the New England Patriots was last year, they ran the football effectively with Josh McDaniels, with Stevenson. I think Josh Jacobs gets over 100 yards. I think he does. I really think he does. Bro, Graf be hyping up that Kentucky dude. I'm like, folks say anything these days. Listen, I don't know what they see in Will Levis. I don't know what they see in him. He's just not good. He threw almost 4 hit. He threw 4 picks last night against us. And our defense wasn't even ranked best in the league. You know what I'm saying? And they put too much on Will Levis, man. Is Zap starting or Max starting? Zap is starting. Zappy is starting. But I still like the New York Jets here. They traded for James Robinson earlier in the week because Breece Hall went down with an ACL tear. They still got Michael Carter. Their defense is playing good football. I still like the Jets in this game. They're having fun and they playing. They playing and they having fun. I like what I see with the New York Jets. I think they improved to 6-2. I think they improved to 6-2, and I like what I see. I like what I see. Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Something just happened. But at the end of the day, though, the Jets are building something. Robinson is active and starting, I think. Hey, I like it. You feel me? I like it. I like the Jets here. I like the Jets here at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm taking the New York Jets over the New England Patriots. And this is a no-brainer for me. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles here. They remain undefeated and go 7-0. They traded for Robert Quinn. This defense is really, really good for the Philadelphia Eagles. Sometimes they do have second half woes. The offense can be a little bit stagnant in the second half, but Pittsburgh is all depleted, man. I think Chase Claypool has been rumored about him getting traded to the Packers, which I don't think that will happen. But I do like the Philadelphia Eagles here to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Battle of Pennsylvania. Jalen Hurts is having a phenomenal year. There's been rumors about Alvin Kamara being traded there too. So, yeah, I like the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game. And I think they just stacked on both sides of the ball that I like the Eagles over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Even no matter who's the quarterback for Pittsburgh, I still have the Philadelphia Eagles winning. We had the 4-2 Tennessee Titans versus the 1-4-1 Houston Texans. I'm taking the Tennessee Titans, even though the Texans are a very talented team and they almost beat us last week, and we had to come out and play better, and we had to come out and play better ball in the second half. Mac Jones is starting, right? Mac Jones is starting. My bad. You're right, Montana. You absolutely right. Mac Jones is starting. Absolutely. He is starting. My bad. It's just the QB situation with the Steelers. Yeah, but TJ Watt is injured too. And that defense, even though they got Minka Fitzpatrick, I just think the Eagles offense is just better than what the defense is going to give for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles offense and defense is just more, it's just more complete team. Just a more complete team. And Malik Willis is starting for Ryan Tannehill this week. The Texans is not prepared for him. And I think Malik Willis is going to be fine here. I think they got a game plan to manage a little bit of Malik Willis, let him run the ball a little bit, get Derrick Henry involved. I like what Tennessee is doing here. I'm taking the Tennessee Titans. I just think the Texans, they do compete. Don't get me wrong. But I'm taking the Titans here. I like the Titans in this game. Then we have the Washington Commanders going up against the Indianapolis Colts. This is a tough game. And I need y'all thoughts so you understand that I am a Raiders channel, but this is a pure football channel. This is a pure football channel. And this is a tough game, man. This is a tough game because I believe in Taylor Heineke. I believe in Sam Ehlinger for the Colts. And I know Mo Green has an issue with his secondary for the Commanders. I know he has an issue with that. But like I said, I believe in Taylor Heineke. You see what happened when they did last week. When I picked the Commanders to win. I picked them to win, and they did. And you know what? I want to pick them so bad. But I don't know how good Sam Ehlinger is. That's my thing. I don't know how good Sam Ehlinger is. And they got Michael Pittman. They got Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor has not been his best due to injuries and everything of that nature. But I like the... This is tough, man. Carson Wentz is not playing. This defense for the Commanders, I don't know. Terry McLaurin got back to himself being under Taylor Heineke. I'm going with the Commanders. I'm going to take the Commanders here. Even though Matt Ryan is not playing, but I don't know how good Sam Ehlinger is. The Colts don't have a QB. Let's be real. They don't have a QB. And I feel as though if I'm the Commanders, Taylor Heineke should have been your quarterback going into the season. Carson Wentz should have been your starter. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Like let's be real here. Like he should have been the starter from the get-go. Carson Wentz should have been the number 2 quarterback. Even though the coach traded for him after one season. And they need a quarterback. They've been needing a quarterback since Andrew Luck. They had no plan after Andrew Luck for the Indianapolis Colts. No, they had no plan after Andrew Luck. And some good quarterbacks coming out it's some good quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft, in next year's draft. But this is the time where the Colts need to try to find ways to move up in the draft. Move up in the draft. Raiders pimping ain't easy. What's good, baby? I won't be able to watch the game today. My team coach, I start the playoffs. Wish us luck, nation. Oh, my bad, Dominique 5. I ain't even see that, bro. I apologize, my guy. Don't worry about it. If you want to listen to me in your ear with your AirPods, then you can do that. Then you can do that, brother. But Wentz should never own a Washington jersey. Talk about it. They say Wentz wasn't it. And good luck to you, Dominique 5. Good luck to you, Dominique 5. And Travis Etienne is running all over this Denver Broncos defense. And the fact that the Broncos are up 14-10, and I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's crazy. Good luck, baby, head in the game. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. But yeah, I picked the Washington Commanders, man. I think Taylor Heineke is going to play a good game, man. I'm not really big on this Colts defense like I used to be on, but I like the Commanders to win this game. I don't really care for this game, even though I don't like either of these West Coast teams, but I'm going to pick I don't want to pick the 49ers, but I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick the 49ers because the Rams offensive line stinks. The Rams offensive line stinks. So the 49ers ain't playing best football either. I heard Jeff Wilson was on the trading block. I'm not a fan of the 49ers. I'm just picking them because it's a pure football show on here on Spotlight Raiders Talk. And I like it. I like the 49ers to beat the Rams. I just think Matthew Stafford is banged up. They don't have a running game. Cam Akers can't do nothing. You have all these weapons on the outside. We all know Cooper Kupp is one of the best wide receivers in this league. We know that. George Karl came out and said the Broncos coach should be fired, and Karl used to coach the Nuggets. Yo, that is funny, Watch Raider. That is really funny. But I picked the 49ers to beat the Rams today. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams win because they are home, but the Rams have not played great football. That's why they 3-3. When Melo was in Denver. Oh wow, damn. Yeah, if I knew that. The New York Giants versus the Seattle Seahawks. I think this one would be one of the best games of the week. We didn't expect the New York Giants to be 6-1, and we did not expect the Seattle Seahawks to be 4-3. We didn't expect either team to be playing as well. So you got to give Pete Carroll some credit. After the Russell Wilson trade, they still was able to play football and win football games. And congratulations to Brian Dabble. Brian Dabble is having these guys play in New York, and they actually getting a winning formula in New York. Like both teams is finding out the winning formula in New York. With the Jets being 5-2 and the Giants being 6-1, New York can look up right now. The city of New York can look up right now when it comes to football. So this is a tough game, man. Geno Smith has been playing great football. Saquon Barkley is back to himself. Even though that the Giants are 6-1 without a true number one receiver, because Darius Slayton is a guy that is very inconsistent. Kenny Golladay is still in money. He's still in money over there in New York, and they just traded Kadarius Toney to the Kansas City Chiefs. Check Seattle injury report before you make this pick. For what I've heard, that Tyler Lockett was questionable. It's just something about the New York Giants that's making me want to pick them, you know. But I think this is the game of the week. I think this might be the best game of the week because this is gonna be a very competitive game. I'm taking the Giants here. I'm taking the Giants, even though Seattle is playing great football. Don't get me wrong, but the Giants are playing great football. They face adversity week after week after week and still prevail. Yeah, they got that one loss on their schedule. So what? Right now, they really could be 7. They really could be 7-0 if you want to be technical. But I like the New York Giants in this game over the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith is playing great football. I think he resurged his career being a starter in Seattle. I think he learned a lot being under Russell Wilson. And Daniel Jones is being a more manageable back, manageable back at this point. Yeah. So I'm taking the New York Giants over the Seattle Seahawks. We have the Sunday night game against the Green Bay Packers versus the Buffalo Bills. This is a no-brainer for me. I am not picking Aaron Rodgers. I will be picking Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills is one of the top teams in the AFC. They had a good win over the Kansas City Chiefs, which they usually do in the regular season. But I'm taking the Buffalo Bills here. Lockett and Metcalf is playing. That's fine. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game for that. I think it's going to really be a high-scoring. I really think it's going to be a really high-scoring game for that. The Bills 132-0. 132-0. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I got the Buffalo Bills winning here. Aaron Rodgers calling out everybody, making excuses on why this team is not playing. Aaron Rodgers, you just should have retired just like Tom Brady did. I'm sorry to say. You just should have retired at the end of the day. But it's okay. It's all right. The Packers get no respect tonight. They don't. And I hope they get blown out because of what Aaron Rodgers, because I really hope what Aaron Rodgers said, calling out his whole team. I mean, the Raiders should only have one. I mean, the Raiders should have, let me see what Wild Raiders say. He said, I mean, the Raiders should have only one loss, but we really didn't step it up in the fourth quarter of those games. Facts. We got to be a better fourth quarter team, you know? We got to be a better fourth quarter team at the end of the day. So, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, I agree. I agree with you there. But yeah, I'm taking the Buffalo Bills to win this game, man. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills to win this game. And I think it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a pretty sight. Especially is in Buffalo at that. All right, so the Monday night game that we have is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to pick this game, right? I'm trying to figure out how to pick this game because no Jamar Chase for Joe Burrow, but you still have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. You still have Joe Mixon. You still got a little underrated defense in Cincinnati. The Cleveland Browns, they got Jacoby Brissett, no Deshaun Watson right now. They probably won't have him. They're not going to have him the majority of the year. You got one of the top running backs in the league, and Nick Chubb. There's been rumors about Kareem Hunt. They talking about Kareem Hunt on a trading block. There's a lot going on in Cleveland that I can't trust. Myles Garrett is still a good defensive player, but the Browns always had a good defense in the last couple of years. Offensively, they can't get nothing done besides having Nick Chubb. But I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals, even without Jamar Chase. Even without Jamar Chase, I'm going to pick the Cincinnati Bengals. That's what I'm going to pick. So, yeah, it's going to be all right. I think Joe Burrow still gets it done. Jacoby Brissett he's a manageable quarterback. He's a manageable quarterback, and I like what the Bengals have done, even though Jamar Chase is going to be out. The Browns do have one wide receiver, which is Amari Cooper. But Amari Cooper is not going to get it done for you every single time, you know. So at the end of the day, I still like the Cincinnati Bengals here. I still like Tyler Boyd. I still like T. Higgins, and they might have another receiver step up. They got to protect Joe Burrow, and they definitely got to protect Jacoby Brissett with that offensive line in Cleveland. So yeah, I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals here. And there you have it, guys. That is my week 8 picks. And my final thoughts, because I'm only going to keep this for an hour show, because I'm not going to hold y'all up. Now I really don't have no final thoughts, but I do have bold predictions I have to do. So just give me 1 second while I get them real quick. All right, so here we go. Oh, look at these bold predictions here. Oh, these bold predictions is going to be hilarious, bro. These bold predictions is going to be funny. They're going to really be funny. So the bold predictions that they have, I'm waiting for make sure this audio don't play. I think I just mute it. This is the funny part about these bold predictions, right? Some of them do come true, some of them don't. And it's good that it don't. But this is what David Carr, which is Derek Carr's brother, had to say in this bold prediction. He said on a 3-game skid, Aaron Rodgers heads into Sunday night clash with the Buffalo Bills' top-ranked total scoring and defense. The veteran quarterback hits a new low this season when the Packers offense gets shut out by Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier opposing unit. So he's technically saying that Aaron Rodgers' offense would get shut out against this Bill defense. Do y'all agree? Because I don't agree with that, but do I think the Bills is going to win this game convincingly? Yes, but I don't think the offense is going to be shut out. So, yeah, I'm definitely going up against that bold prediction here. The next bold prediction that I do have is Maurice Jones-Drew. He says Geno Smith leads the NFL in career high 73.5 completion percentage in 2022. And he boasts an 11-3 touchdown to interception ratio. Against the New York Giants, he adds to an already impressive campaign with a league best of 5 passing touchdowns this week. That is a bold prediction. If you really think that Geno Smith is going to throw 5 touchdowns against the Giants, ooh. But he does have a point. 73.5 completion percentage is pretty accurate for a Geno Smith that's been a number 2 quarterback majority of his career. I don't see 5 touchdowns. I don't see 5 touchdowns. I just don't. That's just something that I can't think about. 5 touchdowns? No. I can't see it. 5 touchdowns is I can't think of that. Will I say he get like 2, probably 3? Yes, but 5? No. Not no 5 touchdowns against the New York Giants. All right, so we got Mark Ross here with another bold prediction. He said the Cincinnati offense has been rounding into form back-to-back scoring outputs in their 30s. Under the Monday Night Lights, Joe Burrow takes advantage of the Browns with 28 ranked scoring defense. Even without the star Jamar Chase, the Bengals quarterback would throw at least 300 yards and lead the Cincinnati Bengals into a 30-point performance, plus a underrated Bengals D extend the season opening streak of not allowing a second-half TD in 8 games. Okay, so that's kind of like 2 bold predictions in one. So the first bold prediction is Joe Burrow would throw for 300 yards against this Browns defense. And the second one is that this Bengals defense extend opening season streak of not allowing a second half TD in 8 games. I can see the 300 passing yards, and I can see both of these predictions happening. Because the Browns is I can't put a finger on what the Browns are. Like, I can't put a finger on them. Like, we all know their identity is to run the football. We all know they have Amari Cooper. But when you think of the Cleveland Browns, you think like it's the Cleveland Browns. That's what you think, right? That's what you think. It's the Cleveland Browns, right? So, I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised at this bold prediction. Even without Jamar Chase, I still think he could throw for 300 passing yards. Possibility. So that's definitely a possibility. So, yeah, they definitely can. All right, so Brian Baldinger, he has a bold prediction for the Raiders, y'all. He has a bold prediction for the Las Vegas Raiders, y'all. And this is what he had to say. He said, I think the Raiders are the best 2-win team in the NFL. Maybe the best team with the losing record, period. Josh Jacobs is thriving behind a collective effort from the offensive line, tight ends, and fullback, with 441 yards and 6 ground TDs over the past 3 games. Devontae Adams should continue to benefit from the run game and the play action pass against the Saints defense that has struggled to defend the pass. Look at Max Crosby to have an impactful day afternoon against Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton led offense that turns the ball over too much. Take it all into account. Yup, the Las Vegas Raiders picks up the 3rd win in the season in their first road victory. He said that we are the best 2-win team in the NFL. It's not a bold prediction, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a bold prediction. But I think what makes it a bold prediction, because we don't have no road wins. I think that's the only way they make it a bold prediction. They are a 2-5 team, but I think he's saying it from a standpoint where we have not won on the road. That's why I think he's thinking that. I'm just trying to be optimistic here with what Brian Baldinger is saying here. I think we are the best 2-4 team. Damian Bonds, top of the morning, brother. What's going on? Good morning to you, brother. Good morning. But I think that's what the bold prediction is that the Raiders have not won a road game this year. And I think this would be the day that they do it. Absolutely. I think this would be the day that we do it. And Andy Dalton throws picks after picks after picks. The best, 2-4, my bad, not 2-5, 2-4. The best 2-4 team. Okay, that's fine. But Josh Jacobs is still going to thrive. Devontae Adams is still going to do what he do, even depending on how many snaps they get due to his illness. And Andy Dalton, no, they keep saying this 3-0 shit with him. I don't care that he's 3-0 against us. I don't care about that. But I think the bold prediction of what they're talking about is this, is that we haven't not won on the road this year. But I think what Brian Baldinger said was not a bold prediction. We're going to win this game, regardless. We're going to win this game. People can say what they want, but people think that because it's Andy Dalton and what Davis Mills did to us last week, Andy Dalton's going to do the same thing. Now, the Saints let Benjamin run all over them last week. Exactly, Watts, Red. Exactly, bro. Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real, because at the end of the day, the Saints, we all know that Dennis Allen's going to want his lick back against us, because he used to coach us. And it was rumors that Alvin Kamara talking smack about us. Are we going to get this win for Dennis Allen? Yeah, try to get this win for Dennis Allen if you want to. After we just dominated KC last night, it will better than KC and Buffalo by week 14. Watch. Ooh, now that is a bold prediction. Now that's what you call a bold prediction. He said after we just dominated KC Monday night, even though we lost that game, but we had a hell of a game that night, where we'll be better than KC in Buffalo by week 14. Watch. Woo! Woo! That's a bold prediction right there. That is a bold prediction right there, man. Alvin Kamara is about to get hit by Jonathan. Yo, I can't wait for this game to start just to see how the Saints team is going to play. Because there's a lot of trash talk going on with these New Orleans Saints because we 2-4. They 2-5. They know better than us, but we're better than them on paper. Yeah, they don't have no Michael Thomas. Yeah, they don't have Jameis Winston. Yeah, they don't have this. They don't have that. We don't have this and we don't have that. We don't have Waller. We don't have Nate Hobbs. So the injury list is just like the New Orleans Saints. Like I said, 30-20 or even higher, probably 38-20. Las Vegas Raiders is winning this game, man. We're learning how to win football games, and now our identity, we know, it's the run game. That's our identity. Tubby, what's good, my guy? What's good, my guy? What's going on? Jayon Brown is out too? Our linebacker? Wow. Oh, I think I saw that on the injury report earlier in the week, though. I think I saw that earlier in the week. And you know what? That's fine. It's completely okay. Yeah, it's completely okay with that. But I still think we win this football game. I think Andy Dalton is going to turn the ball over a lot. And you know what? 38-20. I'm calling it right now. Gregor John was right. 38-20. I'm taking it. But like I said before, man, I want to thank y'all for so, bro, what's the chance we could get a podcast going? Because I need a sports analyst. I was thinking about 2 more folks. Let's talk about it. Okay. I'm gonna get back to that, but I'm going to get off here, y'all. Britton Brown is healthy scratch again for Bolden. That's it. Yeah, I have not seen Brandon Bolden lately. What's been going on with him? Since he came over, I mean, we saw him play in a few games, but we didn't see him playing many. But I didn't want to hold up all of y'all time, man, because I'm not the one to be just sitting up here rambling. Because we is going to go back live again today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New Orleans Saints. Live watch party, play-by-play, whatever you want to call it. We will be live for this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not nationally televised, even though I live on the East Coast. is not nationally televised because the Eagles is playing and Pittsburgh is playing and the Cowboys is playing on my end and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, y'all, one more hour into the game comes on. One more hour into the game comes on. Thank you so much for tuning in to another week 8 morning show with Spotlight Raiders Talk. We talk Raiders, we talk all NFL, and that's basically it for me. I will see y'all in 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all in 1 hour. Come back here for a great live stream. It's going to be fun with great live play-by-play reactions. And we just going to get back to grinding here. But for people that was not here earlier, there's no longer a Spotlight Sports Network. There's no longer a Spotlight Talking Sports. That channel is just going to sit there and let it happen. Best endeavors to everybody that was a part of Spotlight Sports Network. Best endeavors to what their new journeys are. Best endeavors and wish the best to everybody that's doing this YouTube stuff. Best to everybody that's doing this YouTube stuff. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the respect. Thank you for everything. This channel is about to be a lot of changes about to happen, and I'm happy and I am at peace that I'm no longer having a network. I'm at peace that I'm no longer have to worry about the stress over there. And I am happy that I could just focus on one channel that I've been doing since 2016. And I could focus on what's really important, and that's y'all, and that's the Raiders fans, man. The Raiders fans has been nothing but loyal to me. And even though that it's going to take me a while to get this channel to get back growing, it's absolutely fine. Reaction Mondays are coming back. Everything is coming back into regular form, like before I had that network. And it's all about positivity, man. It's all about positivity. Mental health is a big thing. Make sure you get yourself checked. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're out there still staying safe. People still catching COVID. And, I wish everybody to be safe and do everything that you need to do. Prayers to everybody. And like I said, I wish the best on everybody that was a part of the Spotlight Sports Network, past, present, or possibly future. I wish you the best, and I really hope you grow your channel, you grow your brand, and you grow the way that you are supposed to grow it. So at the end of the day, yo, thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all. And we're going to be doing this every single week in the morning now, just for an hour. That's all I really need is an hour of your time to come in, talk football, and I'll be back doing these Raiders games on a consistent basis. And just to let y'all know, to throw that out there, I never needed a network. I made the network to help people. So I didn't never need a network. So with that being said, peace, love, and happiness, y'all. I will see y'all within the next hour. It's the Spotlight Raiders Talk. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, and we'll be out of here. Peace.
Hi, my name is AJ Cole, and I'm the punter for the Las Vegas Raiders, and you are now watching Spotlight Raiders Talk.